I had a dream. The dream that I had, I thought, I actually forgot about it for a bit upon awakening, but it was I was reminded as I was writing some text message. Um, so the dream was that I was in church with my husband, and as we were sitting there and listening to the message of the gospel, it seemed like, first of all, the message was a bit off. It was a bit hokey, a bit hokey, a bit like we were watching a performance, like we were watching almost like a circus, because we were being highly entertained, but not really, there wasn't any substance. And I remember sitting there and actually, if you can believe it, I was judging what was happening. How sometimes you sit in a church and the Spirit will let you in on some things, um, and I was trying not to because I thought I shouldn't pass judgment upon this situation or these folks, or not the church itself, but on the person who's trying to do their job up there. It's not easy. It's not, and not everybody's called to do it. So I was sitting there and trying to get myself in order. I remember looking to one side, my right side, and seeing, I guess you could say seminarians, kind of like folks getting ready to become priests, young folks who they had robes on, maybe semi-monk-like, maybe people who are called to a life of chastity, a life of religion, a life of study. Maybe people about to become priests, I don't know who they were. But I remember looking to one side and I actually forgot all about my family on the other. And as I look to one side again, I'm telling you this dream because I don't know if it's for me or what, but because the Holy Spirit wants me to speak on it, it might just be judgment upon me. So most likely it's on me. So I'm looking to one side, and as I'm looking to one side, I'm seeing all the people in the robes sitting next to me, you know, the robes with the rope around the waist and stuff. Some of them white, some of them different colors, so forth. So I basically, I look down and I can see that I'm also wearing one. Almost like maybe mentally I'm thinking, um, almost like I forgot about the family on the other side, almost like there was a time I was going to be, I wanted to become a nun. And so I kind of went into that part of my life where I was searching, seeking, trying to be disciplined, It's almost like the whole universe was in me and not in the service of Christ. And that's how I felt. I felt this kind of a pious way about me, but it wasn't graceful. It was more, I can't describe what I felt. But then I looked at the other side, and I saw my husband and my child, and again, I was paying attention to the sermon. I wasn't paying attention to the sermon when I looked to my right, but when I looked to my left, I actually paid attention to the sermon. And I didn't really like what I was hearing because it wasn't like he was, I think the words are, uh, he wasn't convicting people through the Spirit. It was more like he was just making a show. He just needed us to pay attention to him, kind of strutting around. It was like very peacockish. It was very strange. And so, and I remember, getting close to my husband, holding his hand, and, really just digging into being a wife. And, but every time I looked to my right and I saw the people in the robes, this weird pious way came upon me. And I think it means I'm split-minded. I think it means I'm split-minded. But I was so focused on this sermon that I didn't realize it was time to receive communion. And so I could see the people all lined up, ready to receive communion. And my head was still like, I don't know, uncomfortable where I sat. Like I didn't know which way to lean, right or left. And so my husband's already gone to go receive communion, and so is my child. And I, kind of panicked a little bit, and I thought, oh yeah, that's right, I have to get up and, you know, uh, I actually remember doing what you do in the Catholic Church, where I went to go get up to go get in line, and I remembered, oh no, no, I have to kneel at the edge of the pew before the communion tray, because there's a tray kind of in the front of the church, so you can even see where things sat. The Catholic Church doesn't have a communion tray. Usually that's something the Christian church does. And you could see I felt the need to kneel at the edge of the pew just like Catholics do. It's like a split mind type of thing. Now, I've said many a times, and my head was not anywhere into this,